to the troubled police department in Minneapolis under the scrutiny of a federal judge and an independent monitor to enforce change following a scathing report on policing there. This comes 3 years after the police killing of George Floyd. ABC's Jay O'Brien joins us now from the Department of Justice. Good morning, Jay.
Janae, good morning. This is that scathing 89-page report alleging deep-rooted problems in the Minneapolis Police Department, accusing officers of discrimination and using excessive, sometimes deadly force. This morning, the aftershocks from a scathing Department of Justice report accusing the Minneapolis Police Department of repeatedly using excessive force and discriminating against Black and Native American residents. It was this cell phone video taken by a bystander on a Minneapolis street in 2020, showing police officer Derek Chauvin kneeling on George Floyd's neck, that sparked nationwide outrage and prompted this 2-year federal investigation into the city's policing.
The patterns and practices we observed made what happened to George Floyd possible.
Among the findings, that the MPD routinely used excessive force, including unjustified deadly force, that officers shot at people before even determining they were a threat, and that officers commonly used neck restraints like the one that killed George Floyd on people accused of low-level offenses. In one example cited in the report, 3 years before Floyd's murder, Derek Chauvin is accused of holding a handcuffed 14-year-old boy by his throat as the teen's mother shouted, "Please do not kill my son. He's only 14." In another, an officer threw a handcuffed Black man to the ground, face first, claiming he had tensed up during a search. Officers also accused of targeting peaceful demonstrators and journalists, including in this image included in the report, where investigators say an MPD sergeant is seen pepper spraying a reporter in the face at a protest before walking away.
Saying that now they're going to do what they need to do is a slap in the face, particularly to those who have been oppressed, those who have been abused, those who have been crying out for justice.
DOJ and city officials now negotiating what's called a consent decree, a deal often enforced by a court-appointed magistrate to overhaul the city's police department.
We will change the narrative around policing in this city.
That process, though, of court-supervised police reform can take years. The Baltimore Police Department, for example, is still under a consent decree that it struck with the Department of Justice 6 years ago. And this morning, we're hearing from Ben Crump, the attorney for the Floyd family, and his team, saying that this report and the expected reforms, quote, give hope for change in the MPD, but that they remain skeptical about Minneapolis's commitment to change and accountability. Janae?
Hard to believe it's been 3 years since that racial reckoning across the country after his death. Jay O'Brien, thank you so much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.